Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Fashioniksha. Hey guys, I'm your friend Vinay. Today we are learning how to make slit sleeves with ruffles. So let's take the sleeve block first to make a slit sleeve. So I have already taken. In order to know how to make a sleeve block, so I have given a link in the descriptions. You can check out with the link. So now once after making a sleeve, measure a sleeves. So I have taken a sleeve length of 12 inches. Leave about 1 inches from the top and mark for the 11 inches. So now we are going to slit at the center of the sleeve. Draw a line. No. So now you can see I have slit the sleeves at the center of around 11 inches. So now same thing, cut the fabric. One you are going to cut it the same way and one you are going to cut a ruffles for this. For the ruffles the measurements will be a 15 centimeter. Take a fabric, make a double fold. So you can see single fabric and this single layer I am making it in a two layer by folding at the center, and once after folding at the center make this a four fold. Adjust it neatly. Once after adjusting it neatly, from the corner mark 6 inches and again the other side also from the corner itself mark 6 inches. So once you are done, make a circle by joining these 2 points. I just made a dotted line and joining the dots to make the circle. So once after this, from the corner again mark 2 inches. So this 2 inches which you are marking, this is where you are going to attach this ruffles to a sleeve. Once you are done, adjust it neatly and cut it accordingly. So after cutting, this is how it looks, a complete circular cut. So now you are going to slit on one side and then you are going to attach these things at the slit of the sleeves. So once after this, cut the sleeves block. Place the pattern on top of the fabric and mark it accordingly. Once after marking, leave half an inches for the seam allowance. And again 1 inches seam allowance at the bottom and half an inches at the sleeve gap. Now cut it accordingly. Open the pattern and mark the front shape. Now cut only the top layer, not both. There is only one single layer that you have to cut, the front shape. Mark the center. So this how the sleeve looks. Once the sleeve is ready, slit at the center. When you're slitting, make sure you are leaving 1 inches from the sleeve cap. Slit it up. So now you're gonna attach this ruffles. So as I told earlier, slit at the center, that is one side. Check how you're gonna attach it. This is gonna be at the center and you're gonna attach it exactly at the bottom of the sleeves. Now whatever the excess which is coming out here, that you are gonna cut it. So to cut that, so first keep the ruffle part down and match the slit shape from the corner. Keep it the corner and then yes. Now cut this shape. So where you will get a straight mark. So just trim this neatly. So now you can see the shape after cutting the corner of the ruffle side. So this part will come. So center you put a notch so that this center and the slit part, this has to match. So now let's start stitching. Okay, now at the from the sleeve bottom leave 1 inches which we left this for a sleeve folding. So from that wrong side surface up and this is the right side, this is the wrong side. Why we are keeping it on the wrong side? The only reason, instead of having a overlock or a piping finish, we are going to do a French seam. So that is the reason we are doing it on the wrong side of the sleeve. So leave 1 inches and keep the ruffle piece which you cut. See, you can see the wrong side and wrong side are facing each other. Now you start stitching from the point, lock it. So now when you are stitching, stitch it at the with one tension gap. Now you can see we are matching exactly at the center. Keep exactly and turn the sleeve. Once after finishing, it looks like this. So now to turn it up. Now you can see the seam on the right side of the sleeves. Iron this so that gives a very neat look and also that helps you to finish it neatly. Now you can see on the right side of the sleeves where you can see the seam finishes. Now what you do is trim the edges neatly before you do the final seam finish. Now fold this and stitch exactly just a 1 point more than the seam which you are given. So now you can see the finishing, and inside you can see the front seam finish. So you don't have to do a piping finish by cutting a one more strip or a fabric, or no overlock. So it will be easy, and it is a well suitable one. So now finish the bottom and finish the edges of the ruffles. To finish the ruffle part at the curve, so we just cannot fold it and stitch, as this is a curve shape. So in order to finish this curve shape, just make a wrinkles or a gathers first at the edge of the ruffles. Place your finger behind the presser foot and start stitching. So when you start stitching, so everything will get accumulated at this position, so and that will gather a wrinkle formation, a gathered formation at the edges. So that will allow us to give the proper finishing. Now wherever you see a more gathers at the time of stitching, you can stretch it and stitch it. So once after finishing, this is how it looks. So we have to iron it, and then the proper finishing will come. So now finish the sleeve bottom. Cut the strips for the tying purpose. The strips are ready. Attach these strips at the bottom of the sleeve.